Welcome back, everybody. This is Edge Rider 22. We are doing an updated version of my ganking stamina Nightblade with champion points, almost like with friends, but it's with champion points instead, which are your little buddies. And you know, as well as with those guys, it helps you improve your character so much more. So first off, I totally forgot about a lot of stuff last time. I changed the whole fucking thing, and I decided to throw more DPS into it versus stamina recovery, so we still have good recovery. So let's just get right into what we have for stats without being buffed up or anything, nothing. So as you guys can see, I have 26,739 max stamina with still I think it's a really good stamina recovery, 1,933. Now our max health dropped down a little bit, only by what, 2,000? Not bad. It's 23,169. Obviously you guys can see. I know you're not blind, otherwise you wouldn't be watching the video. Weapon damage unbuffed, everything is at 2,628 with a 43.6 weapon crit. With still, I changed up the gear, everything. I will show you that in a second. But with still having 10,911 spell and physical resistance, which in my opinion is good. I mean, it's not like some people's where they have 50k, 60k, or you know, even 23k, but 10k for a Nightblade still not bad with a 681 crit resistance. And of course, our attribute points are all into stamina. Now, I do have the warrior boon on this guy, which the reason why is to give him more weapon damage. Simple as that. I mean, it's a good boon. I mean, if you're going for DPS, do it. There's a lot of ways to get more DPS. A lot of people know if you get a lot of max and you have, like, basically it's like this. Say I had 15k max stamina, but I had over, say, 4,300 weapon damage. I'll probably be hitting about the same that it is right now, to be honest. I'm not going to be hitting much harder. The more max stamina you have with your weapon damage shows. Your crits also do matter, but that's only when you're critting. But get max stamina up at least to 30k. If you can't, oh well. But like right here, 26k with a 2628 weapon damage. Oh, it's glorious. I know a lot of people get more out of different builds and all this crap and blah blah blah, but if you really look at their health, some people have 15 or 13k health, and for me that's an instant shot, kill, dead, you're done. So you gotta have that health, man. If I threw more attribute points into it, I could have fucking at least a good close to 40k health. If I threw all those 64 points into health, I'd have close to 40k, no lie. But I don't want that health. I mean, I have 23k health. That's good. So now on this bar, which is my good bar, okay, we have 2,934 freaking weapon damage, man. Look at that, with a 53.6 crit. Now tell me if that's not beautiful. I mean, if you try to, I'm gonna slap you. I swear to God, I will come slap you. With still only 3 more points, I believe, recovery. It's you know, instead of 1,933, it's 1,936. You non-blind people. Anyways, not bad. So let me get into the updated version of this guy. I mean, what I did. I mean, look how tiny he is. I got told before, guys, and I know this is totally off topic of what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I killed like 3 people one time, and one of the guys, they sent me a party invite, and they were blues, and so I accepted it. You know, I was like, hey, what's up, guys? You know, I thought I was gonna get yelled at, and you know, go, you're a fucking piece of shit, fuck you, I fucking hate you, you fucking, fuck you, you fucking dirty ass Nightblade, you know, stuff like that. I figured that's what was gonna happen. I was like, you know, I was ready for it. I was like, you know, this is gonna be funny. Anyways, I got in there, they're like, hey, and I was like, yeah, what's up? They're like, I felt like I was fighting a little fucking kid, and I started laughing. I was like, really? They're like, yeah, man, he's so freaking tiny, you can't even barely see him. And I was like, that's actually kind of funny. I was like, you know, what if they made an update to where you can make a baby-sized person? Now, how hilarious would that be? A little baby Cupid, pew! Instead of love, it's poison. But you know, it's like the opposite side of the opposite version. I mean, of Cupid. Instead of love, it's death. hate killing, you know, all that. It's not too bad. But anyways, back to what I'm doing, because I am totally rambling on something totally that I'm not supposed to be doing. Anyways, here we go. We put on Bow of Hunting's Rage. Now you see, we have it all, okay? We still have the Vice Cannon Bow, which you see, we still have it all. Now, I just decided to become a little bit more of DPS. I don't know if you would consider this as a cancerous build or not. I don't know. But, Molakina. I can make it gold, but I'm choosing not to because I really don't give a shit. So I'm going to add, what, 129 weapon damage. Well, it's more infused, granted, but oh well. I can always do it later. But I do have an infused Jack of Hunting's Rage. Of course, head, chest, infused. Get down to here, infused. If you notice, everything else except for my waist is divines, which has made it so much more powerful. I have done the Jack of Hunting's Rage simply because it gives more crit, more stamina, crit, and damage. By the end of the day, damage is what is going to be happening. Now, granted, this is a dot build, but the more damage you increase on with your dots is going to be pulling more health, more poison, more everything. Now, just to back up track a little bit, I do have my bow gold. Now, my poison glyph is a Kuda, which is a gold Kuda, and that's dealing that much. Now, let's go here. Let's charge it real quick. And it didn't go up higher. Fuck. I thought it was going to go up to 3,300 and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, it's 3,167. Now, granted, this guy does not have anything on him yet, but I will be getting the poison glyph soon. On my chest, it is a gold glyph. Max stamina. Rest of them have purple glyphs, max stamina, until I can get the gold ones. Jewelry is still Vice Cannon as well. I need to get... They have purple damage glyphs, weapon damage glyphs, for 160 champion points. So it adds 160 weapon damage, boom, boom, boom. I need to get the Kuda one, so it's the gold version, and put it, and that will make it to being at 174 times 3. So, you know, that's going to be adding on, what is that? 32 extra weapon damage, I believe. I'm doing my math right. So it's 14, 14, 14, obviously. Now, if anybody's wondering where to get the Vice Cannon, I don't know if anybody knows about this. It's really a secret area. You got to know a guy to know a guy, to be able to know that guy, to be able to get to the guy who owns the Vice Cannon necklace. Now, I knew some people, obviously, and through the grapevine, and my name just showed up there and was like, hey, if you want the Vice Cannon, I said, hell yeah. Granted, it is a lot. It's expensive. If you don't have a lot of Telvar, it is expensive, especially if you don't get the ones you want. Increases max health, stamina, health. That is why I have more health than most Nightblades. Is because I did do the healthy ones, but I did add the weapon damage on top of them because I didn't care about the recoveries. Now, if we take a little trip over here, we are going to go right over here. Look, we are at the bank, and this is Ebonheart Pact. I am a red. We are at the base. Now let's come over here. Let's speed it up a little bit. Speed run, like on Crackers. Show me the titties. No, I was kidding. Show me the money. Bam, right here. This is the only guy that you can get it at, that I believe. I mean, let's just check over here. Let's see. Let's just check. Because I am very sure. Okay, physical. Oh, you can get the Imperial Physique. Huh. Hairbringer. Vice Cannon. You can get the Vice Cannon and all that. Matter of fact, I don't think it comes in the best way. Like I don't think it comes with the good stuff. I mean, think about it. If you come over here, you could buy the stuff. Oh, goodbye. Did not want to talk to her ugly face. Anyways, you could get the Vice Cannon here. But think about this. If you get the Vice Cannon and you get the rings, you're going to have blue rings. I don't even know if it comes with the rings with this one. but your gear is going to be blue. Granted, you can make it purple and then gold and all that, but it's not going to be the best. But if you get the rings, they're going to be blue. Who wants blue rings? So me, being a little fucking expensive fuck as I am, you know, I'm not a fucking cheap date, that's what I'm trying to say, is bam, 4K Telvar. You can get the best shit out of this. And usually you get rings and all that stuff off in the first. Me, I got the rings after like my first 10 times of spending it, but I also had saved up about, I think I was close to 60K Telvar. So, you know, 4K here. The greater, you know, it comes with that. The greater thews of the Hairbringer, whatever. Of course, you know, shield breaker, whatever, reactive, whatever, power assault, whatever, Phoenix, whatever. Imperial physique is also here if you guys like that. But that's, I wouldn't go for it right now unless you have really, if your maxes are fucking high. If you have close to or over 40K in your maxes, get it. Totally worth it. But if you don't even do it. And I mean like health. Like your primary stats for need to be high up over 40K. And then on top of that, either if you're a magic or a stamina, your stats need to be high. Possibly if you can over 40K as well. If not up to 40K with having the Imperial Physique, it will put on about 7K to all maxes. But anyways, back to what I'm talking about. Vice Cannon of Venom. This is what I use, and this is the best place to get it. You just go to the greater, what is it? The greater, Telvar Greater Lockbox Merchant. Now, we've seen what my stats are like this, right? We've seen these stats. Cool. Now, put it this. Brings up to 3,098. 3,098. With a 53.6 crit. Brings up to 3,445 with a 56.6 crit. It brings it up. Also brought up my recovery to a 2,173. Now everybody's wondering what the hell is that? It's an essence of weapon power. It is nice to have. It is good to use. So use them. For me, it's perfect. Now, let's get into what I use for food. It is the Rothgar's or Zoga's fuck. It's a fucking hot pocket, okay? You know, fuck it. Who gives a fuck what the name is? Fuck the name. It increases my max health by 5,000 and stamina recovery by 457 for 2 hours. It is a level 1. It, as you can see, it goes to any level. It will, if you're fucking maxed out in champion points, it goes up to a 501. And it does all this. It does different for different champion ranks. So if you're not a champion rank like I am, which is 501, you're not going to have this. It's going to be a little bit lower, but not much. It's very good to do. You can get them literally in the Mournhold Mafia, or not Mournhold Mafia, but the Mournhold circuit right there where all the guild traders are. And literally for 9K, you can get about close to, depending on people who are selling them, I bought 50 of them for 9K. They're not too expensive. They're not too bad. Otherwise, you can find them in Rothgar. But you have to like find the recipe and all this, and then find the ingredients, which does take Columbine, which is really expensive, and which makes it even better to buy it from the guild traders because it's not much money. So anyways, so we got all that. We went over the gear. Hunting's Rage, Vice Cannon, Mola Kina. And, you know, if you really wanted to be kind of a dick, you could put on Bloodspawn. But here's the problem with doing that. Yes, you put on Bloodspawn, but go to your Hunting's Rage. Oh, not weapon damage. Unless I switched over to this one. Hunting Rage is there. But the problem with that is, let's see, go to character. It does bring you a 2163, but the problem with that is you won't be able to use, I mean, if you put it differently and did your attacks differently than I do, yeah, sure, it might work out for you. But your Vice Cannon and everything with your bow and how I have it set up, it does not work for me, so I do not have it on. But I do have Molekino on, which is perfect. My champion points, because I didn't show you guys my champion points, which kind of makes me feel like a dick now. I got 100 into Warlord. That gives me 16% of all abilities, costs reduced. Just because I like to use the shadowy disguise like more than one time, I get a total of 3 with having 27 in there for recovery. And then I have 40 into Mooncalf, which is, excuse me, stamina recovery, which, ooh, excuse me, whew, oh god, yeah, sorry about that, guys. It gives me a 13.2 stamina recovery. Yeah, notice I don't have anything in there. This is where it's a little tricky. I've decided to go into 100 into Mighty. Increases all poison and disease damages and physical. Thaumaturge, because it is a dot build, this increases your dots. Now, I wouldn't put much more than 40 into it. I've tried all different types of ways with Thaumaturge and Precise Strikes. Nothing really works the best. I feel like it has like a max out limit of how many points you actually put in there to where it just becomes null. So 40 points feels like to me the best way of doing it. I mean, I've had 100 points in a Thaumaturge. It did not go up that much. It stayed about the same as having 40 in there. So I figured out, okay, we'll have 40 in there. Precise Strikes will have a 27 in there, which is a 10% crit. And then we have a 13.2 crit. Crit. Wow. A 13.2% into Thaumaturge, and then a 10% into Precise Strikes, which increases the damage and healing dealt by weapon crits. Granted, you're using Vice Cannon, you would think more into Precise Strikes. You can do more into Precise Strikes, but you're not going to have it as good as what I have right now. You could try it and see what you think. I mean, this build is not, and to me, it's a unique build. I don't see many people rocking with it, and even the people that have rocked with Vice Cannon, they didn't understand the set. Like, I seen one guy using it, and his did not hit hard at all. It did not do anything. His Nightblade just was not overall that great. I'm not going to put any names out there because I don't want to put the person down. I try not to put anyone down in this game because I am not the best at this game, and I know that. But what I am saying with this build, I feel like it's the best build out there for a dot build and being a ganker. I don't know too many people that can survive this kind of attack with these type of champion points, and granted as a 501 maxed out champion rank version. This is my whole champion points. Oh crap. I almost forgot this too. So we got resistance here. We have 27, which gives us 10% into crit hits, which isn't bad. Thick-skinned for damage over time, because people like to do dots. Hence me. Hardy. Reduce poison, disease, and physical damage dealt to you by 20.1%. Granted, it's not 100. I didn't want 100. I wanted to get these two together and get them as close as possible. I just didn't feel like going past 20% or below 20%. 20.1%, excuse me, would be helpful. I figured at least if I had him at a 20.1, this guy at a 18.2, it would be efficient, and it does. It is. People with dot builds just can't even remotely even touch me. Be honest, I can heal through it. I can fucking get away. I do whatever I want. So that is the end of the champion points there. Now with the Hunting's Rage, I don't think I have it on here. But you know what? I can do something better. I can actually look it up for you guys and tell you exactly where the Hunting Rage is. Hunting's Rage. It is located for the Ebonheart Pact. It's in the Rift. Troll Slayer Goalie. Daggerfall Covenant. Bankrai. Weathers Cleft. Aldemary Dominion. Reaper's March. Broken Arch. Rhyming. Skills. Bars. Dropped. Anyways. Sorry. That is where you can get that stuff. For all alliances. I figured I was kind of being cheap by doing the whole Hunting's Rage, but you know what? Screw it. It's a better build. It's more damage. And check this out. Just to be so anyways, that is it for me today. Literally, you can see all my skills. I mean, I feel like I need to go over the skills again. You guys know the skills from the previous one. This is just an updated version of what I've done. I don't feel like going over the skills because you guys already know them. You know what? Fuck it. I will go over the skills one more time. That is totally fine. It's kind of being a dick of me not to even do it. We got Shadowy Disguise. We got Piercing Mark, which this is why I like Piercing Mark. You can detect marked enemies even if they use stealth or invisibility. So even if they use pots or if they're another Nightblade, I will see you. I will kill you. We got Mass Hysteria. We have Expert Hunter. I don't feel like morphing it right now. It does give you more of a crit. And then we got poison injection, of course, which is not too bad. And then I'm using soul tether, either that or use Dawnbreaker or smiting, which isn't bad either. See, it's 11,000 with a 13. It's not bad. Okay, it's not bad at all. But just to be an asshole, I'm using soul tether to pull out that health more instead of dots. It does do a little bit better. It does do better, I feel like. Then we got over here, Shadowy Disguise again, Shuffle, which is nice for medium armor. Resolving Vigor, Draining Shot, and Acid Spray, Incapacitating Strike. Now, as you all know, Resolving Vigor is from Assault. All bow right here. This guy is from, where is it? Assassination. Shadowy Disguise is from the Shadow. Mass Hysteria is from the Shadow as well. Expert Hunter, that is from Fighters Guild. Poison Injections from the Bow. Mark Target is from Assassination as well. So it's pretty simple, pretty everyday thing. Dawnbreaker is Smiting. That is the morph version of Dawnbreaker. That is also from Fighters Guild, maxed out at 10. You have to get to 10 before you can get it. Otherwise, there you guys go. We are pretty much done. If you guys come up with any other builds for this guy, definitely leave it in the description below, the comments, Tell me. I would love to hear if you guys have any other ones. But this guy right here is, since I've been rambling on forever, is done. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys later. Updated version done.